cat, baby, I'm a boss. Carolina barbecue sauce with the slaw. I'm the safe, the cellar, and the vault. I'm the best, the effect, and the cause. I'm the law. It's the North cat, baby, I'm a boss. Carolina barbecue sauce with the slaw. I'm the safe, the cellar, and the vault. I'm the best, the effect, and the cause. I'm the law.
What's up, guys? We're back for another episode of Secret Sauce to be the Boss. And as we told you, as part of this 4-pack special, it's going to be a little bit different than normal. So what we've done is we pulled Michael from behind the camera and we put him in front of the camera somewhere he's not used to being. He's used to being back there filming. So as part of this 4-pack special, we wanted to do something a little bit different before season 2. We wanted to give you a little sneak peek of things to come and something different. That's why we brought in a special guest host to interview me. And you got to see a side of me that most people don't get to see. And that's actually one of the first interviews I've ever granted. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And then the second one you got to see was Dr. Kuntz. I hope you guys enjoyed that one also. So this is the third of the special. This is Michael on camera instead of behind the camera. And we have one more coming your way too. What's up, Michael?
What's going on?
All right. So you finally get to meet the man behind the camera. What's it like being on this side of the camera?
It's different. I will say it's different. When I was younger, I was on this side of the camera. I used to model. I was a little kid, take the shirt off, gold chains and stuff. But I don't know, I grew to like the other side of the camera a lot more.
Yeah? How long have you been doing this type of work? Not just like with the recording and putting together commercials and videos and Secret Sauce, but like taking pictures, photography, graphic designs, the whole package.
So I was kind of forced into graphic design when I was in college. I joined a fraternity, and as the new guy, I had to do the flyers.
Okay.
I started liking it. Left school, did a couple things around the local churches and everything, and then that's when I started Eclipse Graphics. Mm-hmm. Started doing flyers, CD covers, church CDs and everything, and the business took off. So then maybe a couple years later, about, I want to say 2000, mm-hmm. A couple of my friends, we were out at the club, people were taking pictures, had these nice big cameras. I was like, oh, I can do that. Went back to work on Monday. One of the guys had a DSLR camera. He was selling it, it was extra. Bought it, first camera was a Sony A100. Did a couple clubs, I realized the clubs wasn't for me because it wasn't no art in that.
Yeah.
They want to grab you, pull on you, take the picture, and the first thing they want to do is turn around and show their butt. So, you know,
I would have never guessed that.
So it's like, there's no art in that.
Yeah.
And then my god brother asked me to do his mother's 50th birthday party.
Okay.
Never looked back. Event photography. And it just took off from there. And then when I moved down here, I started getting into more video. Mm-hmm. So now it's photo and video. And I love doing video. Like, that's like my new passion. Like, my next thing is I want to produce a film.
So I first met you through a mutual friend of ours, Vlad, when he was doing an event. We actually met at Victory Lane, and we were shooting a commercial. I was invited out there, you know, to be part of the commercial shoot that day, and you were the one actually out there filming. How long did it take you before you got into the field of like shooting videos and commercials and stuff like that?
It's all new to me. Like, yeah. Shooting videos and commercials, it's all new. I knew a little bit of video editing, mm-hmm. But now, like with this series, yeah. This series has actually helped me learn more than what I've known in the past 2-3 years doing video.
Gotcha.
Like to the point where the editing aspect and the transitions and the cutaways, all of that stuff, it's taught me a lot.
So what was it like shooting the very first episode of Secret Sauce to be the Boss?
Shooting the episode was fun. Mm-hmm. The hard part came when I really sat down and had to edit. It was like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna fix this? How am I gonna make this look? But like most of the pieces were already in place because, mm-hmm. You know, when you reached out to but when you sent the song over, I was like, yo, this is like perfect. And then it was like, yo, we gotta reach out to the artist to make sure, because if this blows up, we don't want no issues. So that part was easy. I put the intro together, and then everything else just fell into place.
So When I first hit you up and told you about the idea I had, how I wanted to create this show and how I wanted to focus on small business owners, entrepreneurs, and self-starters in the Charlotte area because of what my experiences were and not having any help and having doors shut in my face, and what a great idea I thought it would be to not only create this show, but to help other people out there that want to do this. What did you think when I hit you up and told you about this idea?
First off, I was just super excited and honored that you chose me.
Yeah.
But the concept itself is an excellent concept because there are a lot of small businesses out here that you don't really know about, that you don't know, like people, they kind of fly under the radar. I'm one of those people. Mm-hmm. I do a lot, I have a lot, but I kind of keep a lot of stuff to myself.
Yeah.
So like, unless it's out there for people to see, they won't know what it is that you do. So, and I thought it was a great concept just to help other people because it's essentially we're helping other businesses and market them.
Yeah, I mean, when I told you I had my hands in 6 things the other day, you was like, wow, that's a lot, but it is a lot, and I stayed stretched thin, you know, from writing this book to still doing personal training to doing this show to my community outreach work to my speaking engagements to my show that I'm preparing for, my next expo. It is a lot, and I stay extremely busy. But it's the life of an entrepreneur, and if you have goals and you have dreams and you see yourself somewhere one day, the only way you will get there is by putting in the work. No one's going to hand it to you. No one's going to give it to you. You're not going to press a magic button. You're not going to wish it there. You literally have to take step by step by step. And sometimes I get a little frustrated because people will make comments to me now because they see where I've made it to, and I'm like, man, you don't even know the word, bro. Like, you don't even know what I had to do to get here, and you still don't know what I do on a daily basis to be able to maintain where I'm at and keep going forward towards my goals.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And like, I kind of mirror, everything you're saying. Like, I have a contract position that I go to. I volunteer coach. I do the video. I'm out in the community, so I get it. So when I was saying that was a lot, I was picking with you. It actually took me back to, you remember in Living Color, Hey Man?
Oh.
It took me back to that. So I was about to text that to you too. But on a serious tip though, like honestly, when you're a staple in the community, like, and I'm not even from here, and
neither am I.
And we do so much in the community. It's like, it's my community now.
Yeah.
But I'll quickly go back to Newark, New Jersey and do any kind of philanthropic work. Like, it's just, I love helping people. And this has allowed us the platform to help and advance other people. And if this had never happened and we had to do it again, I'd quickly say yes.
So, what'd you think the day that I hit you up and I was like, hey man, I got the name of the show. And I texted you the name of the show, and literally like 2 minutes later, I texted you and was like, oh yeah, and I got the theme song to go with it. This is it.
I was like, yep, this is gonna go somewhere. Because it was like, the song fit the title.
Perfect.
It's a perfect fit for the title. I was like, yeah, well, this is gonna do something. It's gonna make
I was just like, we gotta make sure that he's cool with us using his song. And he hit us back when I emailed him, and he was like, yeah, man, sure, ain't no problem. He was like, just shoot me an episode, let me check it out. But he was cool with it, and I appreciate that. And thanks again for letting us use the song. The song fit perfect with the show. And we tried to give the secret sauce to those out there to be the boss. We've given you a blueprint, free information, a guide, a step-by-step. We've showed you how all these awesome people and these awesome business owners and self-starters, how they've done it. I got a good question for you. Now, when you answer this, it doesn't necessarily mean that particular business or person is any better than any of the other ones.
Gotcha.
But which one was your favorite to do? What was your just favorite all around one?
So you mean favorite to shoot, edit, and put out?
Just if the total package, your overall favorite one.
My overall favorite one, I would have to say, in fact, I'm gonna give you 3 from 3, 2, and 1, like my favorites. So my top favorite was Brown Dog.
Brown Dog.
Then it was Tattoo.
Charlotte Tattoo Company.
And it had to be Quinton Rankin.
And Quinton Rankin. Man, those are 3 really good ones. So those of you that don't know, Sean Weathers is the owner of Brown Dog Wood Company, and that was an awesome episode. And it was definitely, without a doubt, one of the best interviews and more popular episodes of the season. Billy Harris at Charlotte Tattoo Company was actually the very first episode that was aired. It wasn't the first one we shot, but it was the first one that was aired. So it was the season debut of Secret Sauce. And that was a really good interview, and it was really cool getting to know him on a more personal level, even though I know him, from dealing with him on a business level, getting tattoos, but to hear his story and to hear him talk was very educational and enlightening. And Quinton's, man, I've gotten to know Quinton so good on a personal level, and he's just such a good dude. I've taken him, matter of fact, we're talking about community outreach, I've taken Quinton with me on the school circuit. I go and speak to high schools, and we went and spoke to the Career Center together. I took him out there, and just getting to know Quinton on a personal level, man, Quinton is an extremely good guy. For those of you who don't know who we're talking about Quinton Rankin, which was the 4th episode of the season. And it was a title boxing gym. He's an awesome guy. If you guys don't know who he is, man, go out and follow him and support him. He's one of the highest ranked light heavyweight boxers on the entire East Coast, and an extremely good guy. Follow him and support him, man. Support your local athletes and your local heroes and people that are actually willing to go out there in the community and help out, and he is, man. That means a lot. I agree, man. That's a really good list. My list might be a little bit different. I enjoyed a lot of them. It was doing different ones, getting different vibes. Man, when we went into Anytime Fitness and we interviewed David Madsen, it was crazy because, I think that was only the second time I had ever met him in person. And it was like we had known each other our whole lives.
Yeah, that interview was awesome. That interview was a really good interview because I thought you guys were y'all grew up together in the playground together. Like it was. Yeah, it was real.
I mean, we just hit it off like that, and the vibe and what was coming out, and his story of being overseas for all that time and everything, it was great. And man, shout out.
We met some awesome people. Man.
Yeah,
we met some awesome people.
A special shout out to everyone, man. All you guys were great, man. I want to give another special shout out really quick to Frank Deaton at Holiday Motors. He was, I'm pretty sure, our 5th episode of the season.
Yeah.
I lost my mother 1.5 years ago. And not too long after we shot his episode, Frank lost his mother. And I know that hurt and that pain. I know what he's going through. He's a really good guy, a really good man. I really enjoyed the interview and getting to know him. He's very family oriented. I want to give a shout out to you, Frank. Man, thanks for being a part of our show. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. And if you ever need us for anything, you let us know. But yeah, each episode, man, I'm not trying to shortchange anyone. If I didn't mention you, please don't think I'm shortchanging you, because I know every single person we interviewed, and I don't have a bad thing to say about any of them. I had an amazing time with all of them.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. And like you said, when we interviewed Dr. Koontz, even though that one just aired, we did that months ago. So going back and watching that interview again, did you see when we was talking about how you can't compete with the Coca-Colas and the Pepsis that are spending thousands of millions of dollars on advertising? But if you drive around and you look at businesses and you see store after store, that's the meat and potatoes. Those are the real businesses. If you go out in the field, those are the people we're shining lights on.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he might not have an unlimited budget of advertising money, but he's out there putting in the work the same way that everyone else is doing.
Exactly.
And giving a free first visit to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where do you see yourself with all of this in 5 years? With your photography, with your secret sauce, with your videos? I mean, the whole package. Where do you see Michael at in 5 years?
So Michael in 5 years, I ain't gonna say all over the place, but we had talked briefly about taking Secret Sauce on the road. So I can see myself on the road. I can see the business really growing. I have an intern now, and he's amazing. His video editing, yeah, I'm building a team right now that's gonna be like no other. So I see a lot of success in the future and growth and a strong team. But when I say success, people, they see what you're doing and they're like, oh, you're so successful, oh, you this. You have to look at it like an iceberg. They don't see the blood, sweat, and tears we put into this every day. The rejection, the doors being closed in your face. Like, no, we got somebody doing that already. Like, it's a lot of work. It's not gonna come easy to you. And you just have to put the work in. If you want to move forward, you have to put the work in. And when I say work, I don't mean like work as in work, because if you're doing something you love, it's not really work. And I love this. I love doing this every single day of my life.
Yeah, I mean, if you, I think we touched on that a lot during the episodes too. Find something you're passionate about, because if you're passionate about something, you're going to give it your all. It's when you don't really care about something, when you're doing it just for a paycheck or just because, that's when it becomes miserable. That's when it becomes, you know, something that you really don't want to do. Okay, so let's completely flip gears for a second. And let's talk about other things outside of, you know, your filming that you would like to accomplish or do in life in the near future. I know that you're a very dedicated father, and you're a father of 3. So outside of all of this, what's something about Michael that the people out there, you could tell them about you that they don't know?
Michael is very competitive. I started a fitness group that, you know, back in January, I stepped on the scale, it said 303 pounds. When the scale said 303 pounds, I knew it was time for something to change. Doctors didn't say anything to me. They didn't, you got pre-diabetes or any of that. I just knew it was time for a change. So I kind of shifted gears, and I've been working out a lot and building a reputation, and I like tire workouts. So like one of my goals right now, I have a goal to get to like 245. And like I'm a go-getter. And outside of the video and the film, like you said, I'm a dedicated father. I have 3 sons. I'm a husband. I love to volunteer coach. I love pouring back into children. So I've coached soccer for 15 years. I've coached basketball for 19 years. I love giving back. I love raising kids. I love teaching lessons. That's me.
That's awesome, man. That's great. And we live in a me world where there's not a lot of selfless people that'll take the time out of their lives to do stuff for others. So that's awesome to see and to hear. You know, I do a lot of stuff like that too. There's no point in me getting into all that. I think that anybody that knows me is probably watching these shows, knows everything about me and what I do and everything. But I always encourage other people to do something. Like, you don't have to like go donate your whole bank account or nothing like that. Do something, man. Maybe buy one Christmas meal and give it away to someone that needs it. I mean, just anything.
You know, a lot of times what I'll do sometimes, like I'll pull up, if I go to Dunkin' Donuts or McDonald's or whatever, I'll pull up, I'll order my food, and I'll ask them how much is the order behind me. And they'll tell me, I say, all right, put that on their order, and you know, and I'll just pull off. Like, I don't want you to thank me. It's just pay it forward. And they'll ask you like, what do you want? What do you? Just tell them to pay it forward.
And when I encourage people to do these things, it's not me getting on you or trying to make you feel bad or not like that. It's me basically saying like, there needs to be some more kindness in this world, some more love, some more understanding, and donating a little bit of time, a couple of dollars, putting a smile on someone's face, putting some food in someone's belly, making someone's day, giving a kid a toy, spending some time. Man, the difference it can make. People always tell me like, you go out to these schools and you speak to all these kids and stuff, like, you think you're really making a difference? Yeah, I do. I might not be changing every kid in there's opinion or life, but if I go to 10 schools in a month and I change one kid's life or path or hopes or dreams at each place, I help change 10 lives in a month. Yep. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. That's better than sitting around and doing nothing and criticizing and critiquing.
Absolutely right.
You know?
Like, I honestly hate those people that criticize everything but don't have any solutions.
Yeah.
You say, oh, you shouldn't do it like this, so what should I do? Oh, I don't know.
You know, I got some people that hear some of the stuff I do and they're like, oh man, you make me feel so bad about myself because you're always doing all this stuff and I'm not doing it. And my part is like, you keep saying this to me, and if that's true, if it's really making you feel bad, then go do something about it. Yeah.
Like, you can change that feeling.
Yeah.
Go do something.
Yeah. Hey, so let me tell y'all what. I'm on the board for the BFF of the Carolinas. That's the Brighter Future Foundation of the Carolinas. We do a lot of stuff for the community, but one of the main goals is to help kids out. And we're doing a free car wash, right? All the money, 100%, not 90, not 50, not 10, 100% of the money is going to buy school products, back to school products for the kids, and we're going to give them away before the school year. So anyone can come out there and get their car washed. It's free to get your car washed. We have a bucket. If you want to donate $1 towards it, if you want to donate $50 towards it, it doesn't matter. But you can come get your car washed for free if you want. I got something for you guys out there that say you want to help out and you want to do something. Come out there and be one of the volunteers that helps wash the cars. Do something for the kids. There you go. I'll be posting more about this on the Brighter Future Foundations of the Carolinas website. I'll be posting more about this on my Facebook page and my Instagram page. So those of you guys that would like to participate to either come and help out and be one of the ones that wash the cars, or just want to come get a free car wash, I'll have all that information to you on social media soon, so you'll be able to find out. And I want to say one more thing. Check this out. So see how you speak things into existence. Even though my episode with Tony, it just aired last week, we shot it, about 6 weeks ago? Mm-hmm. At the time, I was talking about when Tony said, what's one of your future goals? I said, I have a couple books I want to write, right? Mm-hmm. So between that time now and then, from us filming that episode, I signed a book deal. And I'm in the process of writing a book. The book is called The Prison Promise, My Journey from the Streets to the Stage. So it's going to be coming to you this fall. Y'all are about to see the real me and a side of me like you've never seen before. Even the people closest to me have no idea what they're about to read. So stay tuned for that, The Prison Promise. When's your book coming out, Michael?
I'm not even sure when my book is coming out. It's my dad's book. My dad passed away January 31st, 2017. And he had been writing a book from the time when he was in prison and out of prison. And he said, I just want you to do one thing for me. And I want you to get my book published. So when I go back home to New Jersey, I will be gathering all of his manuscript and I will be getting that book published. My plan is to have the book published by his birthday in 2020, which is November 27th, 2020. That's the plan, to have his book published. But speaking of books, book tour.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a pretty big book tour, man. You know, it's already a little funny because when people be asking me for my autograph or stuff like that now, wanting to take pictures with me, I don't mind doing any of that stuff. But it's a little surreal sometimes. I'm like, what? To be sitting down and signing all these books and taking all these pictures stuff, that's definitely going to be something that I'm going to have to get used to, because I've always been like, no matter what I've done, I always prided myself of being one of the people. So for the people to be like, all right, we're putting you on this pedestal, it feels a little weird, like, what? I'm still one of y'all.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing, to have that type of attitude is always good, because that means you're genuine. Like, you don't have a big head about yourself. You're like, oh, I'm a celebrity, I don't got to do this. Yeah, you don't feel privileged. When you have struggled the way that this guy has, and I'm not going to say I struggled, but I came from the hood. I made it out. He made it out. Right?
So, what's something that you want to do with the physical fitness? Like, you have your goal weight. You said it's 245, right? Mm-hmm. But you started this Instagram page, right? Mm-hmm. And what's your ultimate goal with it? Is it just to stop at reaching your goal weight? Tell everyone what your ultimate goal with that is.
So my ultimate goal to that is to be, so you have a lot of personal trainers out there, and I don't want to just be a personal trainer. I want to be your accountability partner. I want to build a company, build my business to where, when you're about to go grocery shopping and you're in a grocery store and it's like, oh, I want to get these, and you feel like you're about to grab a pack of cookies, you got to pick up the phone and call me. I want to be I want to work out with you. I'm going to show you the workout. We're going to work out together.
So more of a life coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. It makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. So any special people out there, you know, that have played an important part in who you've become today or helped you with your success that you'd like to give a special shout out to, give them a thank you, give them, you know, some attention. Hey, man, thanks to this person, thanks to that person. Let them know they're watching.
So there's so many people that I can name that has molded me into the man that I am today. And so I'm not gonna go down a full list. I'm gonna go to those immediate people and everybody else that's in my family that has supported me throughout the years. Just know, I appreciate it and I thank you and I wish for your continued support. But my grandmother, God rest her soul, Hannah Mason, my aunt Valerie Mason, my aunt Vanessa Mason, my uncle Darnell Mason. I can't forget my lovely wife, Niambi Ivery. They have been in my corner, sleepless nights, up to 2, 3 in the morning, editing photos, doing designs and things like that. And I couldn't have done it without them and everyone else in my family that has supported me. Friends as well, that has supported me in this journey in the 19 years that I've been in business.
Man, that's awesome. That meant a lot to me. You know, I have some people also I want to give a quick special shout out to, but I appreciate the fact that, you know, you knew some special people right there that you needed to give them shout outs to. First and foremost, I want to shout out to my daughters. Y'all are my hearts, my souls, through thick or thin, through ups or down, whether we're speaking or not speaking, whether I'm here or there, y'all are a piece of me, and I love y'all more than I have words to say. I want to give a special shout out to Terry. You believe in me and been by my side like no one else. And even when I had these crazy outsized ideas of all these things I'm gonna do, you never even flinch. You're like, okay, babe, I know you can do it. Right? So I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, that's amazing, man. I really appreciate that. Hey, you know what? I've been in a place where a lot of people haven't been. I've been all the way down. I want to give a special shout out to a couple people really quick, man. I want to give a special shout out to Jason. I want to give a special shout out to Pat. Thank you guys for keeping it real all the time and having my back even when I was at my lowest point in my life. And one more thing to my mother in heaven. I did it, Mom. I did everything I told you I was going to do. And now the book and the story of how it all happened through the visit and the letter I wrote you, the prison promise, is about to come out. Yeah, so I did it, man.
I got one more thing to say to my boys. Nicholas, Aiden, and Gavin. Y'all are my everything.
All right, so you got another episode of Secret Sauce to be the Boss. We have Michael come from behind the camera to in front of the camera today. I hope you enjoyed this episode and look forward. We got one more special one coming at you next week. All right, guys, until next time, we're out.
It's the North Cat, baby, I'm a boss. Carolina barbecue sauce with the slaw.